Or you wonder if you'd actually use this in a shop, being how it's so small. Well, I use this thing quite a bit. Mine is so old it's even a different color, but these little Harbor Freight half-ton arbor presses are so useful for making gaskets. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. Dang, this is the worst tank I've ever seen. One of the things people struggle with the most is how to close up all the openings on the gas tank. Let me show you how to make a custom gasket that won't leak. Let's go. Alright, we're going to get a suitable thickness piece of rubber, and we're going to use a roll pin to punch the holes. Trace it out and cut off into a manageable piece, and then here's the real hack. Take a grinder and a drill and spin that roll pin until it has a sharp point on it. That'll help cut it through. Next, find a washer that has a larger OD than the roll pin and put it underneath the rubber. Use a small arbor press like this to go ahead and punch it through. Do one hole first so that you can pivot around and make sure that the other holes are going to line up. Here's a close-up after doing one of them to show you how that washer allows it to pop through. Alright, simple as that. Do the rest of the holes just as you did the first, and then keep bolts in there to keep it all lined up so it doesn't move around on you. I like to take a drill and just kind of clean it up. On this thicker rubber you can do that, and then go ahead and cut it to shape, and let's try this thing out. A little word of caution: when you're putting in small fasteners on a gasket you made, you want to really make sure that there's any side tension that's going to get you to cross thread those. Be careful, be mindful what you're doing. All right, this is what we want. We have about 5 gallons of acetone sitting in this tank to eat up an old liner, and we wanted to make sure that nothing was going to leak out of there. Just got some cork style plugs in there, and then a same one in the backside here. The tape is definitely to prevent splashes or anything like that. We're having a lot of good luck with this, but I still have a lot of the old liner that is sticking up in here from when you saw that first video. It is the worst one I have ever seen. All right, my friends, there you have it. If you didn't think you'd use one of these in a shop, I would definitely beg to argue that they are super, super handy. You can get these roll pin kits at Harbor Freight as well. A lot of their different accessories. I've got numerous things like clips and all kinds of grommets and different things. And this is how I store and organize them, just to keep them where they're easy to access. I know what's in there. So that is my tip of the day. If you haven't done so yet, make sure and like, share, and subscribe, and watch for a part 2 to see how that fuel tank turned out on that Harley. That is absolutely one of the worst ones I've ever seen. So like, share, and subscribe. Make it a great day. And as always, keep wrenching.